Hi. Okay, so today I want to talk about the Lisa Heal Yourself lifestyle. And that's basically the lifestyle that has to go along with the diet. Because as I said, diet is a foundational piece. You have got to get your diet right. You got to make sure that you're drinking your water. You're flooding your body with vegetables, tons of greens through juicing and smoothies and salads. Soups and stews, you're getting bone broth, you're getting good high quality grass-fed meat and wild fish and organ meats and everything that your body needs to build, everything that your body needs to nourish, vitamins, minerals, detoxing, and we're making sure that we're adding minerals to our water and we're drinking pristine or as the cleanest water that we can afford and that we can get. So that's foundational. And that's just a lifestyle. So it's not like a diet, it's like something you have to do day in and day out. So I like to try to think of, you're born with health, but thereafter it's not given, it's earned. And the rent is due every day. Every day you pay rent on your health, and you make bad choices, then you get into a situation like I was in where my health was completely destroyed. And sometimes it takes years to rebuild your health. But every day you can do these things. You can eat the foods that God intended you to eat in the right amounts and making sure that they're clean, and your body can detoxify and it can use the materials to build new cells and to repair damaged cells. So that's the first thing. So nutrition, we've gone through it. Look at the Lisa Heal Yourself diet. There's an overview and then there's a diet for each day. It breaks it down, how to do it, and some final thoughts on it. So now I want to talk about lifestyle. So lifestyle is key, and I talked about environment. You can go watch the video environment, but environment is super key. So when we are talking environment, we're talking about our lights, we're talking about our temperature and all the things that we can do on our body, putting on our body. We want to make sure that we're getting rid of the chemicals, we're getting rid of the toxins, we're not washing our hair with anything with chemicals in it, we're not brushing our teeth with fluoride, we're getting rid of any perfume sprays, synthetic air fresheners, laundry. You want to go to a natural organic health food store and get like a product that's pure, or research a product online that's pure for laundry soap, hand soap, anything that you might be putting on your skin. You want to be able to make sure that it's pure. You could actually eat it. It's a food grade something that you're using, okay? So that's the first thing, environment. We want to keep all our lights off as much as possible. So when it is daytime, turn the lights off. You don't need them. And when it's nighttime, turn the lights off and use either salt lamps, and I realize that's an expense. We have a salt lamp in each bedroom, and we have a salt lamp night light in our bathroom. And I find that those work wonderful because you can still see, you can still do things, but they're dim and they have this sort of yellow glow. And the salt also sort of freshens the room and ionizes the room. So that's wonderful. But if not, and I will use these in other rooms, just like a battery operated candle with a yellow glow, just buy some of these, put one in your bedroom, one in your bathroom, one out in your kitchen, and bring it, set it down where you're working, and there you go. You can just see the little glow that's on there. It's just a nice orange glow. And keep your lights off. So speaking of lights, the next thing you want to do is you want to hit your power switch every night. So this takes a little bit of work. You want to go downstairs with your husband or your electrician or your father or anybody who understands how the electrical box works. You can hire an electrician if nobody in your family knows how it works. And you want to test, when you flip breakers, you want to test what goes off. You basically can't switch them all off because you need your fridges or you'll lose your food. So you want to keep your fridge on, or your fridge is on, and that's it. You want to turn everything else down. So that's the last thing you do before you go to bed at night. If you go to bed before your husband, then he does it, or if you're going to bed last, whatever. Whoever's the last person in bed flips all the switches off except for the fridge, and everything powers down. And then you use your light if you have to go to the bathroom, a little battery operated candle. So that's environment. You gotta get outside every day. So outside every day, as much as possible. But it's like, it should be an hour minimum. So a half an hour in the morning, a half an hour at night. And if you're too sick to walk the entire time, which is, you know, that gets into movement, and we'll talk about that, then just sitting outside is good. Breathing the fresh air, even if it's not sunny. If it's sunny, finding a patch, taking off as much clothes as possible, and letting the sunlight hit your body. So that's really, really helpful. And it can't be understated. It can't go to the back of the list and like, yeah, environment's important. Watch the video on environment and really think about your environment and how you can get as close to replicating being outside as possible. Open your windows, take your clothing off, feel the sun on your skin, breathe the fresh air. These are the things that you need to do every day as much as possible. You know, come sleet, the mailman's credo, come sleet, come rain, you know, snow, whatever, I shall deliver the mail. And that is what you need to do. You need to be going out in all these types of weather, because that's the natural environments that we adapted to grow best in, and they're all beneficial for us. So speaking of that is technology. This is a really tough one. You got to try to turn your technology off. So first of all, if we're hitting the breaker switch, we're getting it off at night. Second of all, we want to keep all our devices in airplane mode and only check them a few times a day for calls and things and emails that we missed, right? So airplane mode if it's a cell phone or an iPad or anything like that. And then the third thing I do is I get Defender shields, and I can't show you my phone. I wish I could, but I'm using it to video. So here's a Defender shield for my laptop, and it basically has all the technology in it, as well as if anyone's using this, we keep it on airplane mode. So we download or stream, or if you're listening to podcasts on your phone, you can download and stream them into an app, and then you can play them on airplane mode or play your music on airplane mode, so it's not live. You're not getting the live feed. So you should only be looking at screens, and this is another one. So the first one was more about blocking the EMFs and the waves. The second one is actually looking at the screens, which ruins our eyes, and our eyes go straight into our brains. So we want to protect our eyes from the screens. Basically, we want to limit our time to 3 like 10 to 15 minute increments throughout the day. If you cannot do that because you have to be on your computer to work, if you're ill, you're not even working anyways, you got to get off it. Okay, you can download things and listen to them on airplane mode. You can research things that way, print things out and then read them the old-fashioned way, but you shouldn't be staring at a screen, and certainly just not continuing to Google or be on message boards. It's not helping you. I have a variety of glasses that can, when you're on your computer, then you need to block the light, or if you're watching TV after the sun has gone down, you need to block the light. So I have these ones that are called day walkers, and they block only a little bit of light. They're called day walkers again, and you can still do most of the thing. It's just one spectrum. You can also buy these cheap Just work glasses on Amazon for like 10 bucks. They're orange glasses, and they will do the trick. They're a little foggy. They're not as clear as some of the more expensive ones, and they look not as good, but that's fine. I purchased a pair of Swanix, so Swanee glasses, and they look good. So I like the way you can go out in public in these. I put them on in the grocery store. I put them on anywhere where there's fluorescent lighting or lighting from a screen that I have to see during the day. But anywhere, I'll wear them into my kids' school. I'll wear them into any kind of a sporting arena, anywhere that has a fluorescent lighting. So, and they look fine, as you can see. And then at night, when the sun goes down, I put on the big guns, and these are called True Darks. And they're like goggles, so they fit tight right to your eyes, and they block out every spectrum of light, except basically it looks like you're looking in like a sepia tone, like of a picture, not black and white, but that sepia kind of warm tone. That's what everything looks like. So if I'm watching a show at night, which I do with my husband before I go to bed, usually from 8 to 9, or 8:30 to 9:15, because I like to be in bed by 9:30. We'll sit down on Netflix. We have a downloaded show, and we'll watch one. So we'll watch a show, and I will put these on to block everything out. and the screen looks like sepia. It looks like an old-fashioned kind of wedding shoot. And that's what I do because this helps your body increase the natural melatonin so that you can go to bed and actually sleep at 9:30. So if sleep's an issue, sleep is an issue for health. So that's the next one that we're gonna talk about. So sleep. For this lifestyle, you need to go to bed at 9:30 at the latest, period. 9 o'clock is better. 9:30 is a cutoff. So you're actually in bed, lying down, deep breathing, relaxing your body and sleeping. And from 9 to 9:30, or even from 8 to 9:30, we get our kids in bed and everything's done, and we try to get everything done by 8 o'clock. But even if that runs to 8:30 for most people, you need that hour or half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever you can get to sit down. All the lights are dimmed. It's relaxing. You can read, you can talk, you can watch a show as long as you're completely blocked and you're relaxing. Maybe you're getting a foot massage, maybe you're not watching a show, you're having a bath. I do that often. You get in with the Epsom salts, you do the bath. You can meditate or stretch during that time, which is wonderful to do. So, but sleep is a hard rule. You need 10 hours of sleep a night if you're sick, period. You've got to get. 8 is not good enough. You're going to need 10. You need to sleep as much as possible. And it's really hard when you're waking up and it's uninterrupted sleep, but you've got to do your best. Wear earplugs. You can wear earplugs. I do every single night to try to block out any sound that could possibly wake me up. And I still wake up quite a few times, but you must breathe, lie there, and try to get back to sleep because it's so important. So we've talked about technology and that you have to limit it. You've got to get outside every day. Take your vitamins and supplements. That's a whole nother video, but whatever regimen that you're on for vitamins and infusing your body with more building blocks, take them every day in the morning. Pick a time, set an alarm, and take them every day. Don't miss a day. Keep going, except for a water fasting day. And just keep doing that and building. It's okay to switch them up. It's okay to do whatever you're doing, but be consistent with it with a time of day that you're taking your supplements. You must get outside every day. I said that. That's your environment, getting outside, breathing the air, walking while you're out there, and that brings us to movement. So we need to move every day, and you need to walk because that's what humans were designed to do. So right in the morning, as the sun's rising, in between 7 and 8, or even 7:30 and 8:30 up to 9 o'clock is the best time to be outside. So go for your walk in the morning, and then in the afternoon would be a great time to go for a second walk, and in the evening is like the last time, which would be great to go for a walk just before sunset. So those times, the first one is the best, morning, midday, and then evening. And if you can do all three, that's great. And if you can sit outside and do work, or sit outside and relax, meditate, whatever you can do outside is best. But you need to walk every day, and you also need to stretch every day. So I do have a video on stretching and how I like to do it. It doesn't have to be fancy yoga. I do a certain stretching meditation. It's called stretching meditation. I do it every day. And you got to set an alarm and do it for 30 minutes a day. So set the alarm, and then we're relaxing, we're meditating, we're listening to our body, we're going into it, and we're stretching. So walking and stretching are givens, no matter what you have going on, no matter what the weather is, no matter what's going on, that you need to try to do. So those things are super important. We got our diet, our vitamins, our sleep, our technology off, our eyes blocked from any light and away from screens as much as possible, being outside as much as possible, walking, stretching, and then like any other relaxing things that you can do, massage, baths, anything like that. But those are, and all the other gadgets and gizmos and chiropractors and protocols, and they're all extras. So you have to get the foundation right. It's so important. All the other things, like if you're doing a salt flush, or you're doing enemas, or you're doing, whatever else you're doing, those are bonuses. But if you have to get the foundations every day. And I would suggest a checklist and go down the list. Like it's boring, but like get up, walk, stretch, have my vitamins, do my diet, no electronics, and go to bed and have like a checklist and like, did I meet those today? Because you'd be surprised how often you fall down on one, and they're all so important, so important for healing. And the other things are like extras, like burning your essential oils or juicing extra, or, you know, whatever else you're doing is extra. So we do it on top of that, you know, our cold thermogenesis, our face dunks, our, you know, different things like that. So they all add to the foundation. So hopefully you're doing this, and if you're not, the foundations are super important. But what matters is that you do them every day. You get up and you do them. No matter how sick you are, you do them, you do them, you do them, and you stick to them. And it is so easy to be like, I am feeling bad. I need a distraction. I'm just going to stare at my phone or stare at Facebook or stare at a message board or stare at a group or whatever it is, and just like get lost in it. And you are not doing yourself any favors. You've got to turn it off. So I hope this helps, and good luck. The lifestyle is key. So remember that. It's even above food, but really in conjunction, day in and day out, is where the healing power can start to take place in your body.